Welcome back, YouTube. Tristan Blaze taking a political test. Filteries, Political Simulator Beta version 4.04. We're gonna... I guess this is a interesting simulator. It starts you off right dead center. We can go left to right, which I'm guessing is their way of saying liberal and conservative, as well as up and down, totalitarian versus libertarian, I guess. And we get to do a whole bunch of interesting stuff here. Wow, immigration limits, minimum wages. Oh yeah, so free associations. City. Let's go with country. I would prefer high autonomy for individual regions. Governing class, anyone. Labor unions. STEM field, military officials, corporate leaders, or clerics. Anyone. There we go. Regulations. Climate change, noise, water, land, and air. Well, climate change and noise pollution, I don't see the regulation points of that. Water pollution, sure. And air and land are automatically selected. Executive branch, individual. We can't do direct vote. We can just do elected for individual. Fine. Legislative, direct vote. Judicial, I would want them to be elected. Voting requirements, age, education, landowner, or ethnicity, or all of the above. Ooh, man. That's interesting. Age and education. Sorry, if you're an idiot, I don't want you voting. See the 2016 election for that reasoning. State atheism, secular, or state religion. We'll stay with secular on that. Women's rights. Rights. Equal rights. Okay. Oh, okay, so that's under immigration, not under... Okay. Alright, okay. Education, women have equal access to educational institutes, equal access to employment, property, voting, regulation for a business that prohibit paying employees of equal work performance at different rates on the basis of sex. You see, this could just simply be put into equal rights. It can. Maternity leave. I don't want to regulate maternity leave. If you got a company that doesn't give you maternity leave, not my problem. Minimum wage, I will go universal. However, none. Reasoning behind it, I live in Western New York. The minimum wage is around 9 something an hour. I think it's like $9.50 an hour. In the rural parts of New York, like the really, really poor rural parts of New York, I could feasibly see a family of, I don't know, 2 people working full-time jobs at minimum wage. I could see them surviving on that. In a rural county, sure. In New York City, man, you're not gonna last in New York City just off of that. It's just not possible to do. I think minimum wage should be allocated on a state-by-state basis, but also region to region in that state. We are going to conscript people in the military. We are going to be isolationist. Real simple. We're not gonna, go to war with anybody, but at the same time, don't fuck with us. And I would like to boost military spending to 15%. Annual immigration limit. Annual limit of foreign immigrants allowed to enter as based as a percentage of current population. Yeah, 1%. And no workers, no asylum seekers, no refugees. Fuck you. I just want the students. Okay, no legal rights, limited legal rights, equal access to legal rights, equal access to legal rights and welfare, extent of immigrant rights. Okay, see, this is a foggy one right here. It's immigrant rights. Have they become naturalized citizens, or are they still non-citizen but legally living here? I mean, there's a big difference in my eyes. Granting equal rights, fine. Benefits, no. Fuck you. You got to work for them. I'll go with language. Well, honestly, I would say anybody can show up, but you follow our laws. Learn the language, though. Pensions, employer-employee funded. I don't mind that. No central bank, public. We'll go privately owned. Functions. Discount window, quantitative easing. Ooh, quantitative easing. I will go with that. And reserve ratio 25% for a privately owned central bank. Yeah, we'll be fine there. Estate tax. Income from the estate tax is based on the monetary value of assets and not produced value. In real life, having very high estate taxes will dramatically reduce the income of each subsequent taxation. Minimum maximum tax rates that apply to the wealth of citizens after they die. Well, what does the minimum represent? I'll say, okay, minimum 5%. Maximum 25. We're coming for you, Bill Gates. We're coming for you. Funding for the collection, transportation, disposal of waste. Public parks, conservation. Funding to promote solar energy, funding to promote nuclear energy, funding to promote science and technological innovation. Yeah, you're going to go up. You're going to go up to like 15%. Okay. Funding for people that earn below the poverty threshold. People that aren't employed but seeking a job. There's a big difference there. Not employed but seeking versus just not working and not looking. Funding for pension benefits. Pensions are employee and employer funded, so no. Funding for people that earn below minimum wage. Okay. Below minimum wage would be poverty. So I mean, we could just move that up. Funding for unconditional benefits regardless of income oh, that's basically UBI. I'll say no, but I will bring the poverty fund up to 60. Because if you're below the poverty line, that means you're below minimum wage, and we should cover you, even though there's no minimum wage, because it's set per region. So contact your local social services. Leave me out of it. Governing system: constitutional, participatory, republican monarchy. Confederal nation state, mixed economy. Social system is it's pretty interesting. Budget surplus. Oh yeah, I got a lot of money. Corporate tax, personal consumption, import, export, estate, public industries. Spending. Huh. Okay. Let's go a little bit further. Gross domestic product. Your political position is not affected. Your political position is affected only by values as a percentage of GDP and not their currency. Okay, so it's not the Bolivar at least, and I'm leaning towards minarchist right now. This is going to be a good one. Oh yes. Unrestricted abortion. I don't care. You can have it. Just fucking shut up about it. Defamation. Define defamation. Jail time, fine. Life, sure. Forced abortion for ethnicity, birth defects, or limit. No, we're not China. Life. Incitement. I'll give you a fine. War crime. Death penalty. Can we do... No, it's all the same. I was going to say, like, exile, but no. I'll go life. Prostitution, gun control, gambling, sexual orientation. Okay. No restriction on any legal rights. A legally recognized union with similar rights to a marriage. You see, my personal opinion is marriage shouldn't be recognized at all. Civil union should be, because you'd only have to put down your age, name, and social security number. So just defining it for the LGBT community doesn't really seem to make it my personal way of doing things. And yeah, we're just going to unrestrict all this stuff. Let them live their life. Let them do whatever they want. Prostitution, street prostitution, unrestricted. Escorts, unrestricted. Brothels, unrestricted. Handgun. I'll go background check for the handguns. Shotgun, we'll stick with training. Rifles, I'll stick with training. Gambling, we'll go licensed. We'll go licensed required. Not a lot, but you know, just a little bit of licenses here. Actually, you know, I'll do the same for that. I want to make sure all the hoes got their shots and they're up to date. Okay, narcotics. Unrestricted. Action punishable by death. Ooh. Same thing. Yeah, same thing. Psychedelics. The selling of a psychedelic must require a license. We'll age restrict these things. You want to sell them, you got to get a government license, not a problem, but it's all stimulants. Okay, like amphetamines, I was about to say, is that like caffeine? Yeah, sell cocaine, just, you know, get your license, and only sell to those people 18 and over. Perfectly fine. Yeah, legalize it all, man. Except for pot. We gotta kill the potheads. Legalize everything. Okay. Ethnic hate speech. Death penalty. Oh, fuck that. Unrestricted. Obscenities. Unrestricted. Euthanasia. Unrestricted for chronic pain, for terminal disease. Passive euthanasia? Allowed only when patient is kept alive by medical... Oh, so basically brain dead. Okay. Available upon request. So it's like Futurama with the suicide boost, right? Yeah, we want those. We want the suicide boost. Corporate fraud. Jail time. Blasphemy, unrestricted. Treason. Treason? Oh, that's war crime. Yeah, death penalty. Public embezzlement. Fines. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll do fines. We'll just get a bunch of money. Dissent, unrestricted. Miscongeniation. Marriage or sexual relations between people of different ethnic or racial groups. Death penalty. Gotta stop. Gotta get rid of that thottery, man. We have to.
He just used the word thottery.
No, we'll just unrestrict it. Yeah, you can bang whoever you want. Who gives a crap? What is this thottery? Oh wait, no. Sectors. Modernist. Increases with policies that promote secular or modern values. I damn sure ain't a traditionalist, man. I'll give you that. I'm a left-leaning minarchist right now. Okay, so sliders from this panel will change the values for all sectors. Good. Public ownership, run by public institutions. I will put a cap on 25%. I want the majority of these things to be privately owned. Public funding, fine. Corporate tax rate, I will put a minimal corporate tax rate. Let's see, minimal 25%. Now that's corporate, that's not small business, I'm assuming. And we'll make the smallest personal tax rate at 13%. Highest personal tax rate, you know what, we're going to go back to the good old days of the 1950s. And we're just going to jack that up to about 60%. It used to be really high. It was like 75 to like 90 at one point in time. But we could afford to have that tax rate that high during the late 40s and 50s because, well, most of the world was still recovering from World War II. Import, yeah. No, not that high. We'll go 40. We'll go with 40, man. We'll go with 40. And export. 150%. Goddamn. I can go really high on that. Export tariffs. Honestly, I don't want any export tariffs. But I will do the import. Consumption tax. Tax rate that applies to products and services produced from this sector when purchased by consumers. Increasing this tax in private for-profit sectors will reduce corporate profits and labor costs. Increasing this tax in public for-profit sectors will increase your public industry income. Okay, I guess I'll keep it at 10%, I guess. budget surplus, 14.4% of GDP. Yeah, we're gonna do some stuff here. We're gonna yeah, just all the sliders. Whoa, maybe not that high. Man, if I got that much, yeah, we'll up science spending. Can't up it too much. That really doesn't save me that much. 7.6, sorry, 7.5. Yeah, it doesn't save much. Yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah, and we'll go 20%, man. Why not? We'll put a bit more into poverty. I mean, hey man, if I can afford it. Because if you're unemployed, man, you're probably going to be poor anyways. Oh, man. I'm a dirty minarchist, basically. But I'm a modern one, at least. And left and right are pretty damn equal. I'm not into high spending, I'm into low spending, I'm into privatizations. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, it's probably that stuff there. What is it? Currency intervention. I don't want to intervene.
Right.
I'll take the quantitative easing. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty good. So yeah, I'm kind of into the minarchist section. A little off of the center. So yeah, interesting. Yes, I mean if you want to take this test, well, there's a link right up here. There it is. There's a link, and you know there's porn right there. You know, I can't click on that, sadly, but it's a good one. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. I wish there was a little more into it, like in terms of voting requirements, like what type of, like what age do you want, what education do you want, you know. And I wish I could have chose direct vote for individual as well. Actually, wait a second. What does that say? High autonomy. Regions have high autonomy with equal power to the central government. Yeah, I like that. I like the high autonomy one. Sovereignty extends to a single person. The physical extent of the area that is controlled by the government. Okay, I'm down with that too. Yeah, alright, so there it is. And I still have all this money left over. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, man. 13% of income. 29% of income from estate tax. 24% from... Okay, 24% from public industries. 4% from import. Not bad. 1.5 trillion spending on science. I spend more on science than the military. I spend more on welfare than the military. I don't spend much on education, though. Where is that? Huh. Other. Alright, well, yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at. Okay, I'm a minarchist. Peace out.